Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to a new week in ESL 350. And this week we're going to be concentrating on conclusions to an essay. And we're going to be talking about something that I think is going to be more than what you expect from conclusions. Because I'm sure that you've heard in the past that conclusions are a restatement of your thesis, a summary of your thesis. Now, there are teachers that may ask you to do that, and if they do, that's fine. But just a restatement of your thesis, where you're taking your thesis statement and you're just using other words to talk about it, is what was done in high school. It's a step in the right direction as far as trying to bring your paper to a close. But now that you're writing at the college level, and you will be going into English 200, which is a native English speaking course, and from there, you'll be going to English 1A, which is English composition. And you're going to be doing a lot more analysis of your writing and reflection in your writing. Then we really need to take the conclusion to a higher purpose, if you will. We need to be more sophisticated in our approach. We need to be more reflective. We need to think about it, we need to analyze it, and we need to really leave our reader with a strong feeling about the paper. Because when we write for a purpose. Now, I know when you're in college, you're writing an essay, you're thinking, I'm going to write this for the teacher, I'll put the check in the box, I'm going to get this assignment over with, I get my grade, and she leaves me alone until the next paper. But I need to get you thinking at a higher critical thinking level. I want to do this because that's what's going to be expected of you from this point on. So I have a YouTube video here that was done by Dr. Randy Laced, and he is going to give a small lesson, about 7 minutes, on how to write 5 different conclusions. Now, he does use college level vocabulary when he talks about these conclusions, but what he says is very important. In fact, I would bookmark it, and I would use it for even later times, even after my class, and get used to this way of thinking when you write your conclusions. I do recommend, though, because he talks a little fast and he uses higher level vocabulary words, a couple of things I recommend you do. Number 1, put on your closed captions, okay? You want to put on your closed captions because obviously it's going to help you with staying up with him. You're probably going to need to look up some of the vocabulary words that he uses, and you're probably going to need to listen to this maybe 3 to 4 times at least. Another thing I would recommend you do is under your settings here. If you click under settings and you have your playback speed, right now it's on normal, I might recommend that you take it to 75%. Slow them down a little bit, that way you're not struggling because you're non-native. And there is vocabulary that you have to deal with. So, and even slower if you want to, but 75% is probably good for you to listen to. So that's my recommendation, is for you to change your speed there. So once you do all that, I believe that you will get more out of this lesson.